Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. To throw, Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They go play action. Mayfield rolling to his right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here first and goal. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. There he goes, right side. The 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Texans. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second and 8. Handoff here to Nwangu. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
The stopping by Myles Garrett. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
For the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Back to throw. Harper. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
A good spot to throw, and indeed they'll come out with 4 wide receivers here on 2nd and inches. Looking to throw. Harper drops this off with Nwangu. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Choose the mic. You gonna see me in your nightmare. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
On the give is Nwangu. Able to fight through 1 tackle. Room here to run. 20. Touchdown, Houston. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Browns drive about to get started. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 33 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run with Nwangu. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way out to the 45-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. On 1st and 10, Harper escaping the pressure right. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now it's Nwangu. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
On 1st down, Harper. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. Mayfield now. Drops it off for Chubb. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd and 11 now. They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Mayfield off the play fake. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
At the 26-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the run is Nwangu. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Nwangu. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Being chased out left. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And I like where this offense is going. I like what they're thinking because they want to spread the wealth and move the ball around. And they decide to get the fullback involved in these pass patterns as well. Normally, 2-yard hitch or a little flare out of the backfield. But this time, they sent him downfield. He's able to make a big play.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Harper. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second and 8 coming up. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To throw on third down. Harper. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Myers' kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, Harper. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC division. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Nwangu. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21.
Brings up second down.
To throw on second down. Harper. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 56 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Mayfield this time gets it off to Chubb. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Mayfield on play action. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Harper. And that's dropped underneath to Nwangu. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Now a give running left is Nwangu. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Another run now for Nwangu, and he's able to get up here to the 26.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw. Harper. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on third down, Harper looking deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Texans. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Able to slither by. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A first down throw from Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Chubb. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Mayfield dances by him and inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead and the foot, and got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. A huge play there for Houston.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
171 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. A gain of 6 there on first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown. But Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they will take a knee here. So 2 down, 1 to go, and this number 2 seed definitely looking the part, and now they sit 1 win away from a Super Bowl appearance.
Yeah, and I know originally they were disappointed not to get the number 1 seed and the bye through to the divisional round. But you know what they're saying right now? Let's just keep rolling. We're in a great spot.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?